Fishing is the greatest, whether it's in the sea or a stream. You agree with me, right? Man, you're just fishing for compliments. Oh, I slay me. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we caught the legendary golem, Regice. In this episode, we're going to be catching the second of the legendary golems, and I asked you guys at the end of the last episode which one you wanted me to catch next, and you guys told me the one that was north of Dewford, who I'm not going to spoil quite yet, but yes, now that we have the Surf HM, we can actually freely roam Dewford ourselves, and there's actually a hidden item back here, so let's go ahead and pick that up before we begin our adventure to catch another legendary Pokemon. You have to go like one extra square in order to get this protein right here, but you know what? Protein is worth it, and I'm going to start actually distributing these items, and I told myself I was going to deposit a bunch of items in the PC off-screen, but evidently I immediately forgot about that, but yeah, and here we have another problem. The bag is full, so we can't pick up this iron. Oh, man, and I don't even have my, protein-hungry heretic with me, so I can't even disperse that item at the moment, so we're going to have to throw out something. I guess we'll get rid of this cleanse tag, because you know what? I ain't no cheapskate. I'm gonna use my repels. I ain't gonna use no cleanse tag, man. This ain't the bargain bin. This ain't no Dollar Tree. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's pick up this iron and continue on with our adventure before I further embarrass myself. So, go ahead and surf dishwater, but yeah, just here north and sort of west of Dewford, you can find not only a bunch of vitamins and good items like that, but also the next legendary Pokemon that we're going to be encountering. I wonder if this guy says anything about him. What Pokemon do we have out front? Shock? Yeah, sure, why not? But, do you say anything about the legendary golems? There's supposed to be a mystical rock around here. Do you know anything about it? Oh, why, yes I do, but unfortunately, I was born mute into this world. I can't say a single word unless I'm being interviewed for television, and you don't seem quite that relevant to the world, so I'm gonna send out my, Manectric that's horribly equipped to handle the Sandshrew. Okay! Sure, whatever. So let's go ahead and send out Dishwater and surf this thing up and get this battle out of the way. I just wanted to talk to this guy to see if he wanted to, talk about the legendary Pokemon that is somewhere around here, and yes he did, but nobody knows anything about them except for us apparently, and I can't really blame them with how cryptic the game designers made it to try to find these things. It's ridiculous. Not only do you have to be able to read visual braille, which I think, I've heard like rumors and stuff, I never bothered confirming this myself, but I think there was a visual braille guide, I can't even speak tonight, I think there was a visual braille guide in like the instruction booklet for Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald and stuff like that, but honestly, who looks at instruction booklets anymore? Man, I don't need that. I am a male. Of course I'm not going to look at instruction booklets. I was thinking too much about that rock while my Pokemon remained weak. Oh man, that must suck, dude. We slashed your sand, and unfortunately, your rock is more important to you than your pets. Well, unless the rock is your pet as well, that's kind of messed up, dude. But there's a hidden item here, and it looks like we are going to want to... Let's just switch out Shock for the very moment, because there's a bunch of hikers around here, even though this is the ocean. I have no idea how they hiked through the ocean, but whatever. I'm exhausted from swimming. I'm just not used to it. Need a battle for a change of pace. I'm convinced the sea keeps secrets from us. I yelled at it all day and it didn't tell me a single darn thing. And we defeated Birdkeeper. What is that? That's not like a weird spell. I imagine it's not really a weird spelling of Jose. I'm gonna call you Josu. We defeated Josu, so you have both a male's name and a female's name at the same time. Man, you are just redefining androgynous and ruin maniac Andres. Oh god, I can't pronounce anything. I lost because I battled at sea. Well, you said you were exhausted from swimming and you have that bird cage with you. Did you carry that giant bird cage this entire way, man? I'm impressed, but that is stupid. Yes, I am no good at battling. Perhaps because my vision is terrible from staring into this magnifying glass the entire day, but we're gonna register this guy in our Pokenav, and we can go ahead and grab a big pearl here. Once again, very good for selling. So if you're looking to line your pockets along with lining your belt with Pokeballs full of legendary Pokemon, go ahead and pick that up while you're here. And I might want to do that whole lining the pockets thing, because I'm pretty much out of Ultra Balls, and so this fight is going to be a little bit annoying, but here we are at the same rock formation that we've seen in other places, so let's go inside and see what it holds for us. Yet more cryptic puzzles, exactly what I wanted here in the Island Cave. Read this, and it says something like, I don't know, in Ruby and Sapphire, it's like, hey, sit here for a while and wait for service to come get you, but in Emerald, unfortunately, we're made to do work, so we have to stick close to the wall and make a lap around the room, a counterclockwise lap, and I had to, like, stop there for a minute and remember what direction is counterclockwise. Am I the only one who does that? Am I the only one who still doesn't understand the difference? But hey, look, it's a silver Regirock! Oh my gosh! I want one! Is this one, like, shiny or something? Actually, first, let me put a Shock out front, because that's the very first team member that we're going to want to get out there so we can get off some paralysis. But yeah, shiny Regirock, let's go! No, this is not a shiny Regirock, but instead a very, very glimmering Regice. And yeah, all these guys are level 40, but Regice, before I even get into the details of this Pokemon or anything about it, Regice, I don't understand that. Why is it called Regice? Well, there are a couple different pronunciations. I don't think there's one that's like universally agreed upon or anything like that, but most people I've heard call it Regice, which I guess makes sense if they're actually supposed to be referred to as the Regi Trio, but I don't think that's like an official name or anything, and it only has one I in its name. How is it supposed to be Regice if it's only got one I? And I does not function like that, people. That is not how the English language works, but I digress. This is Regice, and as you can see, our Thunderbolts from our very, very powerful Shock are doing almost nothing to this thing every single time. That's because Regice, or Regice, as I always called it when I was younger. And you know what? Regice should be the proper pronunciation. Or Regice. Or, okay, never mind. It's all confusing. Regice is fine. I'm completely fine with it. Whatever. Who cares? What was I saying, though? Oh, yeah. But our Thunderbolts are doing very little because Regice is the specially defensive member of the legendary Golem. So, we can just go out here and shock it with our Shock all that we want, and it can curse all that it wants, and it doesn't really matter. It has, I think, the same moveset as Regirock, except it has Icy Wind instead of Rock Throw, or something along those lines. So, we are here to catch this specially defensive beast of a Regice, and how many balls do we have? We have 3 Nest Balls. Oh, man. Works better on weaker Pokemon. Good thing this thing is 1 level higher than my lead Pokemon. We've got a Master Ball, which we're definitely not going to use, and we've got 15 Ultra Balls, so it is all coming down to chance with this one. Let's just start chugging balls and hope that stuff works out, I guess. I mean, it's low health, it's paralyzed. What more could we ask for? Oh, I thought we were going to get it on the first ball. That would have been absolutely amazing. Either way, I really like Regice's design. He's all dainty and stuff. He's got his arms sort of up above his, back. He's like, ooh, I don't want to get my hands dirty or anything like that, so I'd best not touch the floor. And then he's got these tiny, tiny little feet that a crystal slipper could just fit perfectly. And how wonderful, because he himself is a crystal. But let's just keep on using Ultra Balls, and man, I wonder what the chances of actually catching this thing are within these 15 balls, because they're not looking good so far, and I've not got the best luck with legendary Pokemon in this way, so we might have to redo this battle, but that's okay, because after you fail to catch one of the legendary Pokemon, something kind of hilarious happens. But that overworld sprite, I said it looked like a shiny Regirock or whatever. That's because all the sprites for the legendary trio are the same in the overworld. And that's really weird. That's such a missed opportunity, man. They've got such different designs. Regirock is all like jagged and stuff like that with sort of a random sort of shape to him because he's just a bunch of boulders, right? That came from the earth and got put together. Regice is like a carved piece of ice who's really pointy and sharp. And the other one that we're going to be fighting, as you guys will see, is like entirely round, and they could have made something so cool with each of the sprites and given them a little bit of character. But you know what? Given the fact that it's not really deduction that leads you to these Pokemon, and it seems sort of hackneyed in, and we're dealing with visual braille, and they're just sort of out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if these guys were like a last-minute addition or what, but the overworld sprites couldn't have been that hard to change. I mean, come on, man. Either way, we've got the Baconator out here who can take this thing's special attacks. Yeah, and yeah, I believe this thing's special attack is significantly higher than its physical attack as well. So that's another difference between Regirock and Regice. And please, no, please. Alright, 7 left after this one. Can we do it? Nope. 6 left. 5, come on. Come on. 4 Ultra Balls after this one. Oh my god, we still don't have it. 3, 2, 1. Oh god, can we get it? Oh boy, well, we are down to our very last Ultra Ball, my friends, and this Regice seems really stubborn, and it doesn't just want to get into my balls. Oh my god, everybody else does. You're the only one, Regice, and it's kind of rustling my jimmies right now. Either way, last Ultra Ball, can we do it? Come on, Ashley, I believe in you. Blow some smoke in its eyes and make it distracted or something like that. No, it didn't work. Oh god, well, the only thing we have left in our inventory is 3 Nest Balls, and if we can catch the legendary Regice in a Nest Ball, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. This is, oh my god, and the hearts coming out from it. Were those hearts? I think those were hearts, but yeah, the legendary, the terrifying, the ominous, the intimidating Regice with hearts coming out of its Pokeball. I think we need to catch this thing in an S-Ball. So, we can do it, Ashley. We can do it. Together, I believe that we can catch this legendary Pokemon in the stupidest Pokeball ever. If not, I'll just reset and come back in a couple seconds. Oh boy. We have one left. One left. One left. You're paralyzed and can't move. Come on. Come on. Please tell me that's going to carry over into this turn. You're not going to be able to wiggle your way out of this little heart-filled Pokeball. You know you love it, Regice. Oh, man. That is cold. Well, since we can't do anything more, I guess I'll just defeat this thing and show you guys what happens when one of the legendary golems dies. Or quote-unquote dies. Very, very heavily quoted dies. But there we go. Yeah, we defeated the legendary Pokemon again. Not that much experience from it. How anticlimactic. And it just disappears. Wow. Wonderful. Yep, it just completely disappears. And I think if you, run away from it, it says it, like, flies away or something like that. Which a giant pile of rocks and a giant cube of ice and a giant ball of steel, as we're going to see in the next episode, how can that fly away? It doesn't make sense to me, man. They can't even learn the move fly. What a ripoff. Okay, so I loaded up my save file again, and we can have one more attempt at this Regice. So let's get to it with our 15 Ultra Balls, because I'm just so gosh darn broke. Oh my god, finally we caught Regice. Jeez, I'm just gonna cut all those out, guys, because honestly, everything got really bland really fast, and I had to reset like 9 or 10 or 12 or 200 or 5 million freaking times to catch this gosh dang Pokemon. But, oh my god, am I glad that we finally did. We got ourselves a Regice, and his dad is in the Pokedex now with, oh my god, look at that adorable, dainty little footprint. Oh, I'm blushing. This is just so cute right now. But this is the Iceberg Pokemon at like, slightly above average human male height. Its entire body is made of Antarctic ice. After extensive studies, researchers believe the ice was formed during an ice age. And whoa, you are quite the BA little Pokemon then, aren't you? And you've got even little, like, knife things sticking out of your back there. So, what are we gonna nickname this Regice? Got it. Boom. Didn't even have to think about that one for that long. This Regice is going to be our little buddy Olaf. And, does he love warm hugs. So there we go. That is Regice. And I was going to do, like, some trick houses or something to pad out this video if it ended up not being that long. But you know what? That was one stubborn little dumb snowman. So, that's going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Emerald. I was expecting to do a little bit more, but next time we're going to be catching the final of the 3 legendary golems, after which we can finally move on with the story. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.